What's up, you guys? Namicon here, bringing you my perspective on entertainment is bringing us. And today, we'll be talking about what is arguably one of the most iconic anime of the 2000s, Samurai Champloo. It is a Japanese animated series that released on May 2004. It is directed by Shinichiro Watanabe, famous for creating Cowboy Bebop at the time that he was working on Samurai Champloo. The show is not long at all. It's only 26 episodes, but it does make all of them count, which is great. Well, besides the recap episode, but I actually did like the recap episode. The story is set in a fictionalized version of Japan during the Edo period. It blends traditional elements with modern cultural references. I'll explain those modern references in a bit. The series follows the exploits of a tea waitress named Fu, vagrant outlaw Mugen, and Ronin Jean. Fu saves Mugen and Jean from their execution. That forces the pair. She forces the pair in her quest to find the samurai who smells of sunflowers. The English voice actors are Steve Bloom as Mugen, Kirk Thornton as Jean, and Corey Walgreen as Fu, who make one of the most iconic trios in all of anime. This show doesn't really use its main storyline, as the main series is mostly about side quests. Normally, I would absolutely hate this, but do bear in mind, this is Shinichiro Watanabe. He is probably the master at putting characters in irrelevant side gigs and somehow make them very entertaining. Now let's talk about the modern cultural references. This show uses hip-hop beats, which are famously produced by Japanese producer Nujabes, who is famous for pioneering the hip-hop subgenre lo-fi. I think this specific kind of music fits the tone of Samurai Champloo perfectly, like the intro of the show, which is fantastic, by the way. It's iconic. It's iconic for a reason. It sets the tone for what's to come in the show, not only with the lo-fi beats, but it also shows Mugen and Jin's fighting style and personalities, with Mugen being brash and being unpredictable, and Jin being calm and stylish. Speaking of the fighting style, the action is absolutely breathtaking. It is surreal to think that this show was released in the early 2000s, because I would argue the choreography in this show is way better than most anime releasing today. They went all out with each sword fighting, being fast, brutal, and stylish. It's an absolute sight to behold. The characters themselves are absolutely entertaining. Mugen being brash and constantly looking for trouble. It's extreme. He probably makes a lot of stupid. It's probably because he makes a lot of stupid decisions that sets back their journey of meeting the Sunflower Samurai. He's my favorite character in the show by far. He is so entertaining to watch by being fun to hang around, his fighting style being unpredictable, and he can actually be very funny at times. It also helps that he's voiced by Steve Bloom, who is one of my favorite voice actors working today. Gene is so badass with his calm demeanor and his awesome fighting style. He's probably my favorite character Kirk Thornton has voiced. And Fu is the one that glues both of them together, and she makes sure she doesn't do and she makes sure that both Jade and Mugen doesn't do any stupid decisions, even though it doesn't work that way all the time. Even though she gets kidnapped constantly, she's also fun to be around due to her being a cheerful and spirited person, and she's also a jack of all trades character. She also brings her squirrel named Momo. Overall, I would say Samurai Champloo is probably my favorite show Shinichiro Watanabe has done so far. Yeah, yes, I prefer this show over Cowboy Bebop. Like I said before, the main story isn't really the main focus, as the focus is the side quests, and Shinichiro does those very well. The animation still holds up, the action sequences are fantastic, the characters are great, and the music is iconic to Samurai Champloo. The music literally what makes this show stand out from the rest of the crowd. This show is probably one of my favorite anime from the 2000s. a top 10 contender, I would say. So, for those of you that have seen Samurai Champloo, do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and follow my Instagram, Backlogged, and Letterboxd account down in the description down below, and join my entertainment Discord server, Damage Inc., down in the description down below as well. This is Namicon, and I'll see you next time.